Okay, so Tracy Morgan's character that's allergic to peanuts.
And he's supposed to be, is it Owen Wilson? I was like, oh, that's for the funeral. And I was like, what? And the same short guy is in it.
Okay. That's weird.
I know, right? That's the black lady sitting outside.
I can't. The off-brand version of the black version of Death at the Funeral. Okay, what's up YouTube? I'm out here on Monarch in Outer Worlds, just exploring, trying to do some side missions, get some stuff, loot, you know, whatnot. Okay, great. Smack, smack, you're dead. Oh damn, I'm over encumbered. I do not like being over encumbered. It is terrible because when you are over encumbered, guess what? All your stuff gets broken.
Wait, really?
Well, its durability goes down faster.
That I did not know.
Yeah, because I was over encumbered for like 2 whole missions, and for some reason my armor was just terribly like beat up. Like its armor rating went from a good like 25 to a like 3. And I was tight. I was like, wait, why is it saying 3? Had to repair it. But yeah, once you repair it, it's fine. It should go back up. If not, then GG.
I mean, you could repair it, but it'll cost a lot.
Yeah. I say the best thing to do is to be over encumbered, but you know, have the perk that basically allows you to have whatchamacallit, character. The perk for this high maintenance. If you purchase high maintenance, it lessens the 25% less durability and armor loss. I mean, weapon and armor durability loss. Wow, I can't read. I'm losing my mind right now. I don't know how. All right. Well, let's get back to that area. Wait, whose mission was that? Okay. Little mementos. So, actually, let me continue my companion mission. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see this. Well, obviously you can, but I know some of you guys have, you know, smaller screens and it might cut off certain parts. But, alright, so you have a whole list: main missions, side missions, faction missions, companion quest, you know, little tasks they ask you to do that you can pick up. This is basically Fallout meets it's basically Fallout, everybody. If you don't know, if you've never played Fallout, that's understandable. But yeah, if you're the type of person who likes to grind, find, scavenge and find things out in the world and explore and just, level up and kill random enemies and whatnot, this is the game for you, honestly. It's not bad. It's very smooth. Mechanics are really good. But as I said, ammo is something that is really necessary, as always in most games. But in this game, heavy ammo is for a ton of weapons. Energy ammo is for a ton of weapons. And light ammo is not as necessary, but it's abundant. It's almost like Minecraft version of coal, the light ammo. Um, but yeah, throughout the world, there's settlements you can go into. Uh, if the ones you can walk into will have a blue light above it, or like the door will glow blue, as like that. If it's red, it means it's locked, and you gotta pick the lock. Which these are basically lock picks in the game. They're scattered throughout the world. Some of them you can steal, some of them you could just find laying around. You need this to hack computers, and your hacking level has to be high enough to actually do it. But yeah, guys, it has a bunch of potential. There's a bunch of ways you can play the game. You can be, the type of person who basically steals from others and doesn't really care. You know, uh, as you guys see, R1 is to slow down time, like Max Payne, if you would. It tells you the stats of certain enemies, like their health, their affliction, and also it gives you a chance to actually assess like the damage. So because I slow down time, it lets you know that it gives you like a little description of what kind of attack they have, and some weapons are way stronger against certain enemies than others. As you see, my companions died like not too long ago. They automatically stand back up, like heal themselves magically after you've killed all enemies and you're out of a fight. So once this enemy goes down, she's my companion. She just gets up like a zombie, like. Oh, and as you go through the game, if you fall and hurt yourself from height, like if you get fall damage a lot, it will give you flaws. Some of these flaws change based off of certain things. It's permanent, so like you can get permanently crippled. You can have a phobia against things, and if as you can read, the phobia affects my dexterity, my perception, and my temperament. But in exchange, it gives you a perk point, so you can use those points to upgrade perks. Personally, I'm not gonna do this because I want to make sure that I have maximum dexterity like I have now. Well, not maximum, but uh, high
Hey
dexterity.
Eli, quick
Yes.
question. Did you find that book from that mission with the guy?
You mean the book inside the community center?
No, no, in the first mission in at the Emerald area. Did you find that book that the prophet guy was looking for?
I think I did. I don't think I ever turned it in though.
You should go turn it in.
Nah.
It might be something good. You might get another companion.
Maybe. There's also a different number of companions in each world. Right now, I have 2 women wearing, dope armor, helmets. They have their own, weapons and stuff. You can actually take their weapons and give them new ones, so they, you know, can actually do more damage or have better stats throughout the game. Um, their perks, their perk points are like they level up once you level up. So once I hit level 16, um, I'll be able to customize their perks. So they have a whole tier of perks that varies based off of damage, uh, the ability to damage certain enemies, you know, while being a companion, um, the ability to sneak in tall grass, which is weird. Um, but if you guys haven't played this game, if you kill an enemy in tall grass and you didn't loot his body, his or her body, you have to crouch in the tall grass to find that body that you killed there. If not, you will basically walk past it. Um, but yeah, so right, for big enemies that have like most of their body, like they died outside of the grass, you're fine. You can just, you know, walk up to them and you have your options of taking their, you know, what they're carrying. What the hell? Some stuff has, you know, a higher value than others. The selling system is pretty different, and I'm over encumbered yet again. You can carry junk, so all of this stuff is just straight up junk. It doesn't really matter, it doesn't help with upgrades or repairs or anything. It's just there. Um, as you can see, I have a wrench next to my armor, which basically it shows that if it needs to be fixed. You need to have weapon parts. So you need to have weapon parts and also armor parts to actually upgrade and repair any equipment that you may have. As you see, it's going to take 35 weapon parts and 18 armor parts to repair my armor and weapons. So your weapons durability, it goes down pretty quickly. Health wise, you can carry a ton of health. You got, you know, 3 basically sections worth of health that you can have. Personally, I suggest you try your best and not, you know, over encumber yourself with health like I have, which sucks because yeah, it makes a lot of problems for me. So as you can see, I'm just trying to get rid of some stuff so I can move on and whatnot. Okay. Guess I'm gonna walk for now. But yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna walk. You also can you can transfer items that you don't want or you feel like you don't need. So you can transfer health, you know, guns, anything basically. And yeah. Some weapons are repeats for me. Some of them are like different levels. They have different DPS ratings. You can modify those, but you have to find a workbench. Cool thing is, once you find a location, you can fast travel back to that specific location anytime actually. But yeah, these vending machines allow you to sell and buy items such as ammo, health, armor, weaponry, if it has it in there. But the main focus of the game is to mostly get as much material as you can to upgrade and whatnot, and then basically have high DPS weapons to fight. And as you know, explore different worlds, you'll find people or you'll hear people who need help. throughout the map, and yeah, you can lie, you can persuade, you know, you can play the game based off of your preference in how you want to run things. It is technically like a wasteland situation. When you crouch, your companions will automatically crouch, and sometimes they'll have dialogue where they'll be like shh, quiet as a mouse, or you know, some old-timey saying of like an old-timey way of saying, oh, we have to be quiet. As you see, random enemies of different variety pop up every now and again. But this game is not bad. As you can see, if I steal this guy, and these troopers will basically, you know, they won't automatically attack, but they have a higher chance of not liking me.
What do you think you're doing?
Just doing this to show you. So you can, you know, if your your levels for lying, intimidation, persuasion, or anything, or if you have enough money, you could, you know, you can basically weasel your way out of situations. Like in Skyrim. So when you stole something from somebody's house, and like the the guards of Whitestone, or I forgot the name. Whiterun. There we go. Whiterun. So basically, if you're in Whiterun in Skyrim and you steal something and they see you, they'll approach you. You can pay them off. You can do anything like that. So that's why I say it's more like Skyrim. Since I'm actually, you know, focusing on getting my lie and intimidate and persuasion up to higher levels, I can do all, you know, these options.
You're lucky I've already filled my quota.
Yeah, their dialogue after you tell them, like, I'm gonna do whatever I want, is hilarious to me, due to the fact that some of the people that you encounter, like, in areas of, like, there's areas, restricted areas. Some of these restricted areas you can go into, and if you persuade the person, like, oh, I'm doing whatever I want, they'll be like, they'll legitimately say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know, or like, I apologize for interrupting you, yet you're not even supposed to be there, and there's supposed to be a security personnel, which is hilarious. But yeah, the dialogue and everything's pretty well. Your companions will have their own conversations, you know, as you walk around the world. I know you guys probably seen that shadow. The time of day, it doesn't really change, but like the sun's position, every now and again you'll see it, and it would move. But sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. Who knows? It depends on what place you are. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of houses that have this, you know, evicted. There's no like secret passageways. There's no real windows to jump through. Like, these windows are obviously fake. They're attached by like a cable. I'm gonna show you guys. Loading screen is pretty good. You know, it gives you little anatomy of the wildlife you're gonna possibly encounter. So yeah, you know, you can get a inside look of what you're dealing with. Some enemies are actually, you know, some enemies have like elemental effects, which ultimately kill you faster or make your stamina or your speed lower. But overall, this game is not bad. If you're a major Fallout player, this is like the type of game you would like. You could talk to anybody. You know, some dialogue is very calm and relaxed. Others is not. When you find a workbench such as this, it allows you to modify weapons and armor. So you can basically upgrade it. In Tinker, when you tinker with weapons, you can increase its DPS by a few points. Most of the time it's 2 to 1 point. Same thing for armor. So this is, damage rating is 36 damage all around. It goes up to 39, but overall its DPS won't be 520, it'll be higher. So upgrading and tinkering with weapons and armor is very useful. This orange glow behind the helmet is basically what's equipped while you're in the workbench. So whatever weapons and stuff is equipped at the moment show with the orange. That like decal in the background of a weapon, it just has like a special attachment already built into it. So if you can find weapons that have better magazine sizes, better stability for weapons, stability and everything doesn't really matter that much, but it's pretty good to have something highly stable. I'm gonna break this down because I don't need this. Each melee weapon has its own different effect, so if you got to pay attention to these little red, red, blue. Well, the thunderbolt, the circle with like yellow dots, and the explosive and green. So for this one, it's the green means it's a bleeding effect. Red means it's plasma, or fire, if you would. Yellow explosive like decal is more of regular ammo, regular normal physical damage, if you would. So regular plasma damage does the best because it does have the chance of disintegrating enemies into a pile of dust, which is actually really cool because when you shoot them down and you kill them or you stab them, something that sets them on fire, it automatically, like, you see them, they'll stop and they'll just turn into dust, which is awesome. But yeah, I do not know if this game has any online capabilities such as multiplayer where you can cooperate with your friends and whatnot. Doesn't seem like it does as of right now, but I feel like later on, maybe another update down the road, they'll incorporate that into, yeah. When you go to upgrade, like when you go into the tinker section of the workbench, it takes money instead of parts, so be careful. You'll probably spend all your money just trying to upgrade one thing. So I say upgrade the things you like. So if you are more of a melee person, go melee. But yeah, some bins are just straight up, like some of these little crates are just straight up empty, but you won't know until you walk through them. So I just stole those. This is the sneaking, so anytime you see like this little circle, this is because you're crouched and you're sneaking around. This game is pretty intuitive because of it. Ooh, see, I could steal this, but it would make my reputation with these people.
No, Eli,
low.
you can steal it.
No, I know you can steal it, but it will make your reputation
lower. You gotta be sneaky.
Exactly. You have to be super sneaky. I can actually. It doesn't matter to me. Like I'll steal it if I have to. But I want the reputation with these people that I'm at that cult.
I just steal from everybody, Eli. That's me. My reputation is still the same.
No, your reputation actually decreases. Like it'll tell you it's just, like it decreases, like as you kill an enemy. So if I kill one of these civilians inside the settlement right I'm at right now, would automatically decrease. It would like, oh, your overall, you know, this decreased because of you stole this, or well, it doesn't tell you why. It just tells you it decreased, and that means they're more likely to attack you. So you know, but you already got marauders. You got basically bandits out there. You got random creatures trying to kill you. So it's up to you as the user. If you come over here, like when you first get to this area, this guy is literally hand building cubes of garbage. And the dialogue between these two and talking about him is hilarious. They're like, he's really making cubes of garbage. He's in the, you know, the trash cube zone. Which is funny, because you wouldn't expect, you know, a lot of people to throw in that little NPC dialogue where they make, whoa, what the hell? Okay, so something new, guys. Apparently, if you see electrified area on the floor, you can get electrified and it will repel you. That's if, you know, when electrical current runs through it. Oh, shit. And your companions apparently can get hurt by it too. Great. But yeah, bits are basically the currency. They are very, very necessary. It's good to make sure you know, you sell when you have to. Most of your weapons. Damn, but I want this. Actually, no, I don't even want to stagger people. I'm keeping that. Burn, knockdown, stagger, stagger. You'll find a ton of multiple one weapon a lot, because you can pick them up off of enemies and stuff like that. So you'll probably pick up a ton of assault rifles, plasma rifles, shotguns, you know. But yeah, this game is great. You can also teleport back to your ship that you get in the first couple of missions. So, alright, so as you guys see, I have a ton of junk that I don't need that's actually over encumbering me, or, you know, possible over encumbered. You can mass sell, and yeah. Anybody in settlements with, you know, like they don't have a specific rider or, you know, agitator, or, you know, if it doesn't say resident or something like that, like they have an actual name, those people have a chance of giving you, you know, side quests you can do.
Move yourself on. Nothing on this moon for nobody. You know, a tiny part, a damn stupid part of me hoped he was still out there. What happened?
But yeah, guys, if you like this game and you want to see more of it, hit me up. Hopefully, if you guys in the comment section, let me know if, you know, multiplayer, if you know something about this game and you want to, you know, multiplayer's coming out soon. I'm down to have some randoms join me, man. You know, hey, I'm cool. I'm ready to play this game. I'm most likely to play with Ayo Chris. You know, subscribe to him on YouTube. Shout out to my man Ayo Chris. I'm most likely, well, I'm not gonna add him in the description. Most of my streams have him in the description if you haven't seen my other videos.
You mean carry you, revive you, and keep you alive.
So, no, Chris, you're not gonna ever carry me or keep me alive in this game. I'm actually stronger than you, most likely.
Damn. Well, you find our box. Well, ain't you clever? Fine. I was supposed to pick him up that night. Thing is, another offer came along. Bit more lucrative.
So, you
Need
were
their
supposed to
payment,
pull
almost
up
died
on
with
your
them.
friend.
Look. Now go on.
Okay. Alright, when it comes to the skill points, you'll get 10 every time you level up. And every 2 levels, you'll get 1 perk point. So, your skills, you get 10. So, you know, I usually put 1 in each first, and then, you know, see how many points I get left over. Usually I'm left over with 3, so I can choose, you know, to make my hacking better, my dialogue better, and my overall damage with, you know, one-handed to two-handed weapons. As you can see, there's a master. So once that level hits 100, you basically get these perks or base skills unlocked for these type of weapons. For those who think, oh yeah, alright, once you set it and you got no more points, you can just leave. No, you have to apply it. So you have to press square if you're using P4, you know, PlayStation 4, press square. You know, once you do this, you can't undo it. And, you know, press X. For perks, as you can see, I went for 50% more base health. You can also increase the amount of time that your slow-mo ability works. You can also increase, you know, how much damage when you're by yourself or when you're with a companion. Yeah, so your your tactical time dilation meter recharges much faster. XP for, you know, your companion kills. So anytime your companion gets a kill, you can lower the vendor prices so you can get more money. You know, additional ammo for the vendors, more armor for you. You know, increase the chances of critical for your companion. You know, science. There's not really any major thing for like whatchamacallit, like aiming down sights and stuff. There's no real major perk for your character to get better aiming or, you know, more DPS over time. Well, there is a perk for DPS, but that's only if you're by yourself. If you're with a companion, it doesn't really matter because obviously your companion is shooting, you're shooting, so, you know, more damage overall. Um, you can also, your companions also do carry items for you, which you can transfer basically. Your like companions can be customized to your playstyle. So if you want them to, you know, get close up, you know, close and personal, or they, you know, basically close. Oh my bad. Close means they'll stay close to you. Medium, you know, they're a few feet away. They can follow from whatever distance. At far, they have personal skills that affect your skills in the end. Well, you know, as you go through the game, you can, if you know, you can tell them, oh, I want you to just straight up run up to people and fight them, hand to hand combat, or, you know, brute force combat. I usually go mixed because when they're far away, you're you know, you can get ranged attacks. Uh, I usually leave them aggressive because if anybody comes in you know, once I attack somebody, they automatically attack. I could make it to where they're not as, you know, aggressive. But there's some cool things that go on, man, you know. Do I want to increase my armor rating, my dialogue, or my carry capacity? Actually, um, hmm. Guess I'll go with my armor rating. And you have to hit apply, which is square, um, to apply perk points. If you don't, it basically just doesn't count it at all. But yeah, guys, if you want to see more of this and some more exploration, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to Ayo Chris, you know, on YouTube. Link in the description of previous videos. Me and Ayo Chris usually do stream together. Sometimes I don't stream and he does, so you'll see, you know, you'll hear me and whatnot, talking in the background to him. For right now, you didn't hear him because I wanted to just, you know, make this like an informative little stream about this game. So if anybody stumbles upon this video and, you know, was like, oh, what's the name, like, what's this game? You get a little, you know, rundown of what it's like to play this game. There's no real, yeah, there's no like real, I mean, there's difficulties. Obviously, I'm playing on normal because this is my first time playing this game, and yeah. Ooh, wait, I could take that off. So wait, does that? Oh, okay. So as you see, you meet her when you get to this specific planet. She's a information broker, if you would. Her dialogue. This is Pravati. Her dialogue is hilariously funny.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I don't. Oh, almost forgot. You guys can choose whether, you know, you want to talk to them or tell them, hey, head back to the ship. You know, you could send both your companions back to your ship and just venture out alone in the world. I usually take at least, I mean, the maximum number you can take companion-wise is 2. You can have 7 to, I believe 7 companions altogether. Wait. Pravati, Felix, Sam, Nayoka. I think I have 2 more slots left for companions, but yeah. So Pravati is the first person you'll meet. She'll actually assist you in one of the main story missions. You know, in the very beginning. And after that, if you take her with you to your ship, instead of going straight back to the town you meet her in, she'll basically have like some funny dialogue of, oh my god, like she's funny. So if you guys, you know, like somebody who's like, oh my god, I'm gonna get the chance to step on another planet, I'm hyped. Like, she's that person. She's an engineer. You'll get different companions based off of your playstyle and, you know, how you play the story. But like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys later. Wolf out.